Wikinative TV.
Hello and welcome back to Wikinative TV. Today I'm going to be talking about the growing phenomenon of AI slop on Wikipedia. It started with this guy here, Larry Sanger. He's been going on all the late night talk shows in America and complaining about the emergence of AI generated slop on Wikipedia, and he can't handle his slop. One of his main gripes is the idea of AI chatbots training themselves on their own content, on their own slop, so slop making more slop. It's an interesting one. I feel like if that was the case, if chatbots were learning how to write and speak English from Wikipedia, then why are they writing like junior copywriters write? And I'll show you what I mean. Wikipedia's anti-slop task force has put together a bunch of little telltale signs to look out for. You can view it here. It's Wikipedia : signs of AI writing, and they're putting together a database, a category of pages that contain slop. And this is a list or a policy page or an essay maybe on some of the telltale signs of slop on Wikipedia. How you know you're looking at slop, how to spot slop. So the first one, rule of three. This is one that's definitely carried over from bad writing in general, copywriting, business writing, PRs writing. This is one that's carried over, is this rule of three, clustering everything into threes. So this particular example I've pulled from the Wikipedia's entry about the smartphone free childhood. Typical uses of smartphones, such as using maps, doing homework and contacting parents. It seems pretty benign, but this is one of the more common indicators of slop. It comes up quite a lot. Here we see it again. Endorsed or supported by public figures including Benedict Cumberbatch, Paloma Faith and Jack Thorne. Another sort of sign that they've hastily thrown this page together is there's no wiki links. Like if you were playing the Wikipedia game, which is where you speed run from one Wikipedia topic to the next with clicking on the blue links, you get pretty stuck. You come to this page, you'd end up, well, I suppose you could go to the page for digital detox, but it's not really fun playing that game through the blue links at the bottom of the page, the wiki links. So yeah, this is a sloppy page. You can see here they've gone and used. Let's have a look at some more. Another one. Vague attribution, aka weasel wording. This is an example I pulled from BSF Drone Warfare School. Commentators and BSF officials have described the school as a step towards the institutionalization of drone warfare within India's border forces. I'll show you what I mean. This is a fairly sloppy page. Not as sloppy as some, but there's still a bit of slop. You can see that they've put a warning here, warning Wikipedia's readers. They're digesting slop. Just in case, like Larry Sanger, they can't handle their slop. Not everybody likes slop, not everybody's a fan of slop, and certainly if you happen to be an artificially intelligent being, this slop could really downgrade your intelligence. Again, here we've got a bit of what I would call editorialisation. The score was established in the aftermath of Operation Sindor, when cross-border drone activity, including smuggling of weapons and narcotics, was reported to have increased. Slight editorialisation there. So they're extrapolating one bit of original research from one phrase. There's another one. Weasel wording, some vagueness. I'll show some more examples of this. Officials have also stated that the initiative aligns with the government's Make in India programme. Vague attribution there. More weasel wording. Here's some good weasel words. On esports Wales. Here's a classic example of some prime weasel wordage from esports Wales. Backed by Creative Wales, the appearance was described as a milestone for Welsh esports. Again, vague attribution to an opinion. It's promotional, not really encyclopedic, and it's a blatant sign of AI slop. So you can see when it comes to weasel wording, Wikipedia's definition is that it cites one or two sources that may or may not actually express the view. Sometimes what chatbots or paid editors will do is, or public relations professionals will do, is take a fact and or two facts maybe, and draw their own conclusions from it. So they'll say, because this happened, that means this. Or when you combine sources X and Y, that produces outcome Z. That's a form of synthesis, and often the results are these kind of weasel words. Excessive boldface / markdown syntax. And the example I've chosen for that one is a list of awards received by Jennifer Anderson. So they've forgotten to take out the AI markdown. ChatGPT likes to boldify every other statement. These names of TV shows should be italicized, but instead they decided to make them boldface. Not only have they done that, they've also used the wrong syntax. That's markdown, whereas Wikipedia uses a type of markup known as wikitext. And this one's actually more common than you might think. This is one of the things that really surprised me researching this, is you actually see it quite a lot. Here we go, here it is again. AI syntax, again, wrong syntax using the markdown, trying to boldface it with markdown syntax used by AIs. That, I mean, they're not even making an effort to mask the fact that they've uploaded AI slop to Wikipedia. They're proud sloppers. More. Let's have a look. What else we got? Excessive and improper use of title case. This is a common one. This one I saw years and years before AI became a thing. I've been doing professional Wikipedia editing for 7.5 years, and this is a telltale sign of copywriting, PR writing on Wikipedia, and now it's a telltale sign of AI slop. Using title case for your subheadings. Title case belongs up here in the title of the page. Ironically, those who create Wikipedia content hoping to influence AI search by using title case for subheadings, you're just confusing AI search. How does a large language learning model know that this is a subheading if it uses title case? See it again here in a smartphone free childhood. Mission and methods. That is, I mean, mission statements on a Wikipedia entry. Really? I've seen it all. Yeah. We see overuse of title case as well in the body of text. So capitalising all the names of awards, literally capitalising every other word in the sentence. That's a telltale sign of AI slop right there. It's also AI has picked up from the wonderful world of PR writing and copywriting, which really seems to be its main source of inspiration. Editorialising and superficial analysis. In 2023, the organisation joined the European Esports Federation as a full member, giving Wales direct representation in continental governments and tournaments. Similar to weasel wording, this one, but I thought I'd include it anyway. Here's another one. While this has supported growth, it has also highlighted challenges in long-term capacity and professionalisation. Here's Wikipedia's take on superficial analysis or editorialisation. Again, it's really a form of synthesis or form of original research via synthesis. They've taken the source and decided to draw their own new conclusions from it. So once you start interpreting the sources, once you start synthesizing new content, new knowledge from sources, then you have veered into the realm of original research, which is not something that Wikipedia publishes. Wikipedians aren't really like journalists in the sense that we don't draw our own conclusions or create new knowledge from looking at existing knowledge. We just literally summarize the facts as they appear in sources. This is one of the more interesting examples of AI slop on Wikipedia that I've come across. Another way that Wikipedia likes to identify AI slop is age of text relative to GPT launch. So if we have a look at the history of this page, the edit history, you can see, let's take a deep dive into the edit history. Oh, that's interesting. One of the contributors, if I'm not mistaken, is also the CEO. He's gone and started an account with his own name, and 1st of July, around about the time that GPT-5 came out, you can see a big serving of AI slop. So what you can see here is new slop emerging with every new iteration of ChatGPT coming in. What's going on here? So it looks like John Jackson has gone and added quite a lot of slop to the page. Obviously gotten caught, so who's this guy? Scooter Analyst. Let's have a little look. Part of the esports task force. Oh, that's a lot of warnings on the talk page. Oh, gives the impression that you have an undisclosed financial stake in promoting the topic. So either it's the same guy or somebody working for esports Wales gone in there to try and fix the page and done a very good job, in my opinion. I wonder if we'll find any slop on Wikipedia's entry about John Jackson. I'm surprised there's 2 pages for both the organisation and its CEO. It seems to me that would all fit on one page. Technically, you're only supposed to break out a page into a separate page if there's enough content to justify 2 pages. I'm not really seeing that. Yeah, look, that's a title case, not a capitalisation there. A lot of name dropping of non-notable organisations. Not necessarily AI Slop, but still pretty sloppy. I haven't bothered wiki linking University of Wales. Hasn't even bothered wiki linking his own page, look. Yeah. No other pages linked to it. Even if they do, they haven't bothered removing the orphan tag. So yeah, there you have it. Well, there's been a lot of talk about AI slop on Wikipedia. I think it's always good to look at real examples of the issue instead of just speculating about Wikipedia's issues on late night talk shows. And I think that just about wraps it up. If you'd like to learn more about my approach to paid editing, I suggest you book a 30-minute consultation with me. I charge £120 for a 30-minute consultation. My appointments are available on Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays at 11 o'clock. I also do preliminary viability assessments, so I can work out the best editing package for you. And of course I do undisclosed paid editing on Wikipedia, so I don't bother disclosing a conflict of interest, getting tied up, getting other editors to make edit requests on my client's behalf. I just get in there and get results. It's a much quicker process than disclosed paid editing. And if you want to get the most out of your organization's Wikipedia entry without getting tagged for AI slop, then get in touch.